Alright, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. So we stopped on page 57. The last thing that we talked about was from the Tafsir al-Sa'di. And inshallah we're going to continue with this. So obviously this goes back to the original thing, which goes back to what? It's time management, right? Alright. So he said, all right, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. May Allah have mercy on Imam Sa'di for such a beautiful interpretation of the ayah. We should lower our gaze for anything that causes us fitna. If you go to malls looking at things you want, but do not have the money to buy, that can cause you a fitna. You should refrain from that behavior. It is a waste of time. It is not good for your mental health. May Allah protect us. And we spoke about this. We went over this in the last class more in depth. Moreover, in those places like markets and malls, there's a lot of free mixing between men and women. You will find almost all women do not dress modestly. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned in the hadith, if I can remember the wording, he mentioned khayr what? Khayr al-buqa, or the khayr makan fi dunya is what? Masajiduha, wa sharraha what? Aswaquha. He mentioned that the best places on this earth are what? The masajid. These are the best places to be in. And he said the worst of all places are what? The markets. The markets. You can go back and check and get the exact wording of the hadith. All right, but it's something to that nature, right? So, but I'm 100% sure about the hadith, but not the wording. But the meaning, yes, 100%. The best of all places are the masajid, and the worst of all places are the markets. He says, so moreover, in those places like markets and malls, there's a lot of free mixing between men and women. You will find almost all women do not dress modestly. Why would most men and women, neither of them dress modestly? Why would you want to put yourself in that environment? If you spend time at big restaurants, you will find people drinking alcohol in the restaurant. Is that where you want to take your family? These places should be avoided by anybody that has fear of Allah in his heart. All right, so all of these places and all of it is just to keep them, because one, think about your children and think about what you're raising your family up on. So you take your family out to these restaurants where people are drinking, people are laughing, people are acting stupid, people are free mixing, and what are you showing your children? You're showing them this is okay, this is normal, this is society, and this is what we do. And it's not okay, and it's not normal. But you're raising them up with that. And that's why I'm telling you over and over and over, and I'll keep repeating this until, I guess, either to one, the people understand it and do it, or two, we all got to leave this country. Well, we should leave this country anyways, but we should start, as Muslims, we should have our own places where, one, there's no free mixing. We can go sit down and eat pizza. Men got the men's section, you got the women's section, you got a family section, and everybody's, doing their own thing. But we can still enjoy ourselves, and we can still enjoy ourselves in the obedience of Allah. We don't need to be sitting with women. We don't need to be sitting with people drinking alcohol. We don't need to be sitting with all these people that are committing all types of fawahish to have a good time. We can have a good time in a halal manner. But we need to facilitate that for the Muslims and make places for that, so the people can relax and enjoy themselves in a manner that's halal, and not going to these types of places. But otherwise the house is better for you. Said fifth, Muslims know about celebrities' lives more than they know about the Sahaba. They don't know anything about the Sahaba. If you ask most youth today to name 10 of the Sahaba, they cannot do it. Ask them about what a celebrity eats for breakfast, and they can tell you. Wallahi, subhanAllah, they could probably tell you a celebrity's shoe size, but they can't tell you 10 Sahaba, Muslim children. All right, ask them about what a celebrity eats for breakfast, and they can tell you. Celebrities do not care about you, and if you see them in public, they will probably ignore you. And this is the truth. You have the Lord of all the worlds, who has mercy on you, who provides for you, who does everything for you. And he's the one that accepts your tawbah if you make tawbah. He's the one that guides you. He's the one that gives you everything that you need, and for the dunya and for the akhirah. And you ignore him to do what? To basically praise and loathe over these celebrities that care nothing about you. You run up to them in public and say, hey, oh my God, you're fulan. And that guy's like, man, leave me alone. They don't want to be bothered. But you sitting there worshiping these people, and taking them as idols besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Looking at them like, you don't even hold Anybody, you don't even hold the sunnah. These are the same people. They see a celebrity, they want to run up, take a picture with them, act all this, but then when you tell them, hey, the beard, hey, dress like a Muslim, oh, this is sunnah, this is sunnah. They downplay it, they ignore it, and they have no concern for it, no ta'zeem whatsoever for the deen in their hearts. But whoa, let a celebrity walk in, or let all these people that don't come to the masjid ever, never come to the masjid. Let a celebrity come to the masjid and accept Islam in the masjid. How many people do you think are going to be in this masjid? They're going to be in this masjid praying. Why? Because a celebrity came to the masjid. That's it. You're going to see people, all the people just come out the woodworks. All of us, people that don't even pray, that day, they'll start praying. Just because of what? Because of a celebrity? A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. Wallahi, what type of dhillah? Wallahi, what type of debased behavior? What type of lowness do you show for another human being? That this is the way that you act. But you don't act like that with Rabbil Alameen. You don't have that same type of ta'zeem. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands you to do something, I'll do it when I feel like it. I'll get to it when I feel like it. When I'm 40 years old, I'll do it. You want to, like right now, I'm trying to enjoy my youth. But all these other human beings, you lower yourself for. And that's the reality. People got to get out of this celebrity culture, man. Seriously. You take from people that which benefits you. You go to a sheikh, you study with a sheikh for benefit. You don't study with him because he's fulan. He's fulan and it sounds good. I would rather study with a sheikh that nobody knows that I benefit from than to study with some big name sheikh, and not, and barely benefit from him. Just because why? He's a big name sheikh. Who cares? We're looking for benefit. We're not looking for celebrities. We're not looking for this. You go and you seek out that which is beneficial. All right, he said after that, focus on beneficial knowledge. Focus on learning about the scholars about the Sunnah and Ahl al-Hadith. Learn about them. Read about what they used to do, all the travels that they did, all the hardships that they undertook to bring us what we have today. Read about it, Al-Imam al-Bukhari. Read about it, Al-Imam Ahmed. And look at all that they had to go through so we can sit down and read these books of Hadith today. Read Muslim. Read about his life. Read not just them, but read about the people that they narrate from. The hadiths that they narrate, from the different narrators of the hadith. And read all the stuff that they had to go through. And see how this knowledge got to us. This knowledge did not get to us through comfort. This knowledge did not get to us through ease and celebrity worship. This knowledge came to us through hardship and difficulties and hunger and death and all types of traveling and being away from family and pain and suffering and tears and everything. That's how this deen got to us. Go back and read about them. Those people that brought that. The people that had the patience. That went out and sought knowledge and went out and traveled for months just to get one hadith from a person. Read about those individuals. Those are the great people that if you're going to sit here and have some ta'zeem for people, this is where, read about them. Learn their lives. But first and foremost, you read about the Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You read about his life and know his life first and foremost. What's the benefit of knowing all these people's lives? You don't even know the Prophet's name. Wallahi, people can't even tell you what is Muhammad ibn Man. I guarantee you, most Muslims cannot even tell you, and the ones that can tell you Ibn Abdullah, they can't go past that. So I mean, what are you gonna do? They don't even know the Messenger, but they know all these, all these celebrities. But he says, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Yeah, that's the biggest lying statement that you ever said. Well, it's the biggest lie that you ever said, that you sit here and say that you bear witness that Muhammad is a messenger. Because when you say that you bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger, what are you bearing witness to? That he's the only one that is deserving of being to be absolutely followed in truth. That's it. Nobody else. Everybody else is followed what? Following him. We follow people based on their following of him. We listen to this sheikh and we follow what this sheikh says based on the sunnah. Not based on following that sheikh. We don't just follow that sheikh because he's the sheikh. No, we follow the sunnah. So when you bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger, then you're bearing witness that he's the only one that has the right to be followed. And he's the one that's followed in truth. With the right to be followed. Nobody else. Why do you spend all your time with these celebrities and thinking about these celebrities? Please, man. And like I said, they don't care about you. Trust me, when they're sitting up in their big mansions, what do you think? They care about their fans? They care about you? They don't care about nobody. They care about themselves. That's why they're celebrities, because they're selfish. You know, you look at the Salaf, the people that brought us this deen by the permission of Allah, those were people that were selfless. They gave up the dunya, they gave up everything just to what? To go out and seek the knowledge, to bring the knowledge to the people. That's selfless. But these celebrities are selfish, but you follow selfish people. Allahumma musta'an. Next, men spend too much time watching sports. Just like women spend time in the malls, men spend time in front of a TV cheering on a bunch of kuffar that do not care about them. And this is a reality too. The shaitan gets the women in one way, gets the men in another. But everybody's going to get his nasib. During the World Cup, the Muslim world was pasted to their TVs for hours upon hours. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was writing this book when the World Cup was on. What was the year of the World Cup the last time? I have no idea. Huh? Ish? I was writing this when that was going on, and that's why I use that as an example. Was pasted to their TVs for hours upon hours. If you were to ask any one of them to sit in the masjid to study for 30 minutes, he would tell you, I'm busy and I do not have the time. Worse than watching sports is actually going to the stadium where the event is being held to watch it live. And that's even worse. The person who watches it on TV is way better than the person who goes to the actual stadium and watches it there. You got the people, you got the free mixing, you got all the alcohol, you got the music, you got every sin that you can possibly imagine, except for just going out and just fornicating in the middle of the stadium. That's the only thing left for you to do. I mean, all the other sins are right there in front of your face. You know, so Allahumma musta'an. And then you see, like, I remember like a long time ago, what did they start this stupid thing? And it was in basketball. It's like the kiss cam. You know, and then they put the camera on two people and they kiss. What type of foolishness is this? And then you go to this event and you watch this type of stuff. You're there, partaking in it. You're sharing in the sin. You know, all the alcohol and all the craziness. Nah.
UFC.
Huh?
Don't forget the UFC.
UFC, all of it's all evil. In the football games, you got the cheerleaders. You got all this type of stuff going on. So all of these types of things, man, not saying that watching it on TV is any better, but I'm just saying going to them, participating in it is way worse. You definitely you're actually there sharing in this sin. So worse than watching TV sports on is actually going to the stadium where the event is being held to watch it live. All kinds of disobedience to Allah are present, and you are right in the middle of it all. Women, music, dancing, alcohol consumption, singing, free mixing, etc. are all present while you are having a good time. We'll find out how much you enjoy answering for that on the Day of Judgment. I don't think anybody's going to enjoy that one. Finally, a lot of Muslim youth have gone to extremes with fitness. Their main goal is to look good, and for whom? Who are you looking good for? Because here they're not looking at it for like the purposes of strength, to get strong against the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, they're looking at it, well, if you're trying to get strong, because you're trying to get strong, you know, to defend Islam and to fight against the enemies of Islam, what do you need to sit in the mirror for 30 minutes every time, all day long, sitting in the mirror looking at your body? You don't need that. You're looking for functional strength, right? You're not looking for aesthetics. You're not looking to, you know, that's a woman's job to be looking in the mirror. It's not a man that's to be sitting there like looking in the mirror. So this is what I'm talking about, this aspect. I'm not talking about the aspect of exercise. Exercise. Do pull-ups, do push-ups, run, do all these types of things to keep your body strong. You know, because you never know when you're going to need it. You know, it's cool for I act stupid, akhi. You never know when you got to stand up, because I said we got to defend this. We ain't just sitting there just cower down to them. You know, if they want to act stupid, we got to stand up and defend ourselves. We have to be strong for that. We can't be weak. But not just be sitting up and like trying to do this just like, oh my God, you know, look at my deltoids. Oh my God, you know, come on, man. This seriously. You seriously spending all this time in the mirror. You don't need to spend time in the mirror. Trust me, the Sahaba were way stronger than any dude sitting in the gym today. And they weren't like that. Sitting there, they had functional strength. And they can sit there and endure way more than these guys in the gym could ever think about enduring. You know, but you think that they were sitting around looking in the mirror, like trying to, is my six-pack still there? Come on, man. Finally, a lot of Muslim youth have gone to extremes with fitness. Their main goal is to look good, but for whom? Of course, the ladies. If you spend hours, well, I hope it's the ladies. Some of them not trying to look good for the ladies. Some of them are looking good for the rainbow people. But yeah, anyways. But inshallah, the best of the worst is the ones that are doing it for the ladies. If you spend hours upon hours in the gym trying to look good for women, you are a punk. A Muslim should exercise and stay healthy. Because why are you doing this for a woman, dude? Seriously. Type of man. You sit there and spend hours upon hours to do what? Impress a woman? Don't you understand that women, the things that attract women the most, a guy with a sense of humor will attract a woman more than what? A dude with a six-pack. All right, that's number one. Number two, women like guys that have power, that are, not strong in their body, but strong in their influence and control of people. And that's why you see some of the ugliest guys in power have the what? Most beautiful wives. And they keep a beautiful wife around them. They love money, they love power, and these are just the typical women. We're not talking about the righteous women, the woman that love deen. We're just talking about the average woman. Women don't look at that type of stuff. The type of women that look at that stuff are like the low base women. They don't have anything else to look for, so they just look for something physical. But the average woman, she's focusing on your personality and who you are as a person. So if you have this like real weak personality, even if you're in the gym, most of these guys are in the gym. Why? Because they have a weak personality. So they got to show it with what? With their body. They think that their body's going to give them confidence. You think your body's going to give you confidence because of what? Your mind is weak. You can't do anything with your mind. So you have to say, oh, I'm just going to do it with my body and I'm going to show off my body. How far is that going to take you? How far is that going to take you? But using your mind and having a strong mind and having like that real strong mindset and disciplined mindset, how far will that take you? That will take you around the world and back. But that relying on your body and your looks and that's going to take you from here to here. It's not going to take you very far. You're going to run out of gas very fast, and people are going to get tired of you. Because what are you? You're just like a statue. Who cares about you? If you really, really, really want to, have that type, if this is what you're doing it for, do it the right way. Strong mindset. Develop a strong mindset. You don't need not saying that it doesn't help. It does help. It can develop it, but most of the people that are doing this is because their mind is weak. Their mind is weak. And then they're trying to do something so they feel better about themselves. Man, you want to feel better about yourself, develop your mind. Start reading and develop yourself as a person and become beneficial to the people. That's how you can really, truly, have influence and have that, whatever it is that you're looking for. If it's not the deen, obviously. They said a Muslim should exercise and stay healthy, but for the purpose of standing up and defending this religion and then your family. A Muslim man should focus more on learning fighting skills to be able to handle himself in a real-life encounter. Functional strength. All right. You can do all the bench press in the world, but it is not going to prepare you to get punched in the face and recover. Nor is it going to help you when kuffar are shooting at you. A Muslim man that works out and looks in the mirror more than his sister is a clown. Exercise daily. What are you laughing for? Exercise daily and strengthen your body for real life encounters, not to show off for the ladies. All right, these are just some of the traps that people fall into, and everybody is different. Find out what actions are eating away at your free time and start eliminating those useless actions so you can replace them with beneficial ones. Allahumma musta'an.